Hi guys. Um, Hi guys, this is Heidi from the Freedom Angels. I know you've seen a bit of us today, um, but we have been hard at work behind the scenes with lots of amazing other angels that have been helping us out behind the scenes, the ones who prefer to stay that way, which is totally fine. We need people of all kinds out on the quest for liberty and for freedom. So I just wanted to hop on to talk specifically about the buses. I, along with another person, am the one who pulled the trigger on that one. So I know there's a lot of questions, and I wanted to hop on this live purely to answer questions from anybody about the buses and what that all entails. Yes, I think it is really important that the first thing we are addressing is that our lovely governor, through the Office of Emergency Services today, closed all our beaches, all our state beaches, and our state parks. Guys, it's not getting any better. I've lost count of the days at this point. But aren't we at like day 42 or 43 of this lockdown? And it's not getting better. So clearly we know now that it has nothing to do with controlling a small virus that is basically, the common cold. Yes, for some people it is not good, but for the vast, vast majority of Americans that have intact immune systems, it's nothing that warrants whatsoever the closure of beaches and state parks. We know that the very best thing to build your immune system is to be out in nature, to be out in the sunshine, to be out in the salt water, especially. Yay, I see someone here just said they got a flight from San Diego up to Sacramento. What's going on with the buses? So this live is purely to interact and answer your questions. So please type away, I am watching them. We made the decision that this is so serious, we need all hands on deck, and we need people to be up here in Sacramento to take a stand. So having buses come up, I mean, that's just another way to tell Gavin Newsom, we are serious as you know what. We are not backing down. He does not get to rule as a dictator in California. And people are going to show up in what we now are anticipating. Let's go for tens of thousands. Last time we had, I think, about 3,000. You have the opportunity to come up in your car and be a part of the gridlock, or boots on the ground around the Capitol. As far as the buses, there's a couple that we're bringing up from Southern California. There's going to be multiple stops. It's nerve-wracking because this means that basically 24 hours from this point, you will be getting on buses in Southern California. So the buses are going to be leaving from two different bus stations, private bus stations that we have set up at midnight. And they are going to drive all the way through the night, and they're going to arrive at the Capitol at 8 o'clock. The nice thing about the bus is you get to just put on your earplugs, put on your headphones, read a book, catch up on work. I would be sleeping at this point. But there's room for kids for sure. Kids don't cost anything. Adults do cost. They're $20 a person, and it's $40 for a family. So yes, as far as parking recommendations in Sacramento, there's a ton of parking garages. But the bus is so easy, guys. You don't even have to think of anything. I have been driving all over the state in the last 72 hours. I live in the Bay Area. I made it down to San Diego, then up to Orange. Then I was in Sacramento. Oh no, I went out to Stanislaus County yesterday, came back to the Bay Area, then went to Sacramento yesterday. All of this is to get ready for the big, big event on Friday. So I've been pounding the pavement, and I really wish I had a driver. I really wish there was a bus that could take me. So yes, thank you, Jana, for posting the link. Wheelchair accessible for the bus. I am like 99% sure it is, but I'm gonna have to check for you. We do have porta potties that will be there at the Capitol, and we will have wheelchair accessible bathroom porta potties. So that I can tell you, I'm pretty sure that the bus has wheelchair accessibility. Can I pin your comment? I've been trying to do that before. Let me see if I can do it. Sorry, I can't say that I'm the most technically savvy. It's not working for me. But anyways, I will post it in the description link as well. I just lost the comments. There they come. There they are. Okay, so keep your comments coming specifically about buses to get to Sacramento on Friday. Will you have a list of bus stops from different counties? We aren't gonna, go to our link. That is, I should be able to know this by now. I think it is. Let me get that. Sorry. I've been working on like 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. So if you go to our link, our website, it's freedomangels.events with an S, smart, or eventsmart.com. freedomangels.eventsmart.com. That will give you all the details about where the bus stops are, and it will show you how to reserve. In addition, I know there's people on here right now who are either flying themselves or driving themselves, but they still would like to help support. There's a link to donate even $3, even a $3 donation towards getting these buses funded would be amazing for you guys. Obviously, you can donate more, and we will gladly accept more. It does cost more than $20 a seat to be on this bus, but we are trying to be as sensitive as possible to the fact that many people are in pretty dire economic straits right now. So that's why we chose to offer the seats at such a reduced rate, but the seats do cost well above $20 an hour, $20 a seat. So donations are definitely needed. You can donate through that link as well, coming by car. And thank you for everybody that's donating. And for anybody that's watching that lives in a state that's not California, which is a lot of you out there, you can still help us by donating to fund this bus. Yes, it's $40 per family. I think many of you guys who are watching this understand that we are up against the globalist agenda. It's what it boils down to. This is a nonpartisan issue. We are coming together to stand against the globalist agenda. We're standing for the Constitution. The Constitution is a one-stop gap for the entire world. And California and New York are ground zero. So as California goes, so goes the rest of the nation. We cannot afford to lose California. And that's why if you live in another state and you're watching this right now, I need you guys to get to that link, freedomangels.eventsmart.com, and to make a donation today. Like I said, even as small as $3. If you have $10,000 and would like to donate, we will gladly accept that too. I will tell you that I set Freedom Angels up as a 508c1a. This is very unique, and most people are not aware of that tax status. So I want to let you know that if you choose to donate, you do have the ability to get a tax write-off. Freedom Angels is not a C3, a 501c3, and Freedom Angels is not a 501c4. So we're not a political action PAC, sorry, and we are not a 501c3 charity. We are a 508c1a, and that basically means we are a self-supporting ministry. In that sense, we get to retain all of our constitutional rights. I mean, if you know anything about what we're about, we're purely about the Constitution. When you do a 50c3 or do the C3 or the C4, you have to incorporate, and the state becomes the head of your corporation. They can compel speech. Yes, we have constitutional attorneys. Is getting into lawsuits really how I want to spend my time as a boots on the ground activist? No, for me, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not here to say that other people made a wrong decision by turning their organization into a C3 or a C4, but I was very methodical and thought through this long and hard on how I wanted to protect Freedom Angels. And so by doing, yes, do we donate to the site directly to sponsor a family? Yes, thank you. This is somebody in LA. They're gonna go to the one still in LA, but they want to help donate to get somebody else up. Yes, absolutely. You go to freedomangels.eventsmart.com. So back to the way the 508c1a works is that the state has no jurisdiction whatsoever in our organization. yes, how can you sponsor a family? You go to Freedom Angels at eventsmart.com. It's $40 a family to get on the bus. Obviously, again, the seats cost much more than $40. We're just underwriting it there through donations, this crowdfunding, 24 hours to do it. When you're donating, it is tax deductible for you. What else? Any way to add a halfway stop? We're in San Luis Obispo. That is a really good question. I'm going to have to talk to my bus coordinator. So I will tell you guys too, the coordinator that I've been working with, she is an expert in this. She's been doing this for over 5 years. It's the same bus company that we've used for over 5 years. It's the same bus drivers we've used for 5 years. They are 1000% for freedom and liberty. They care very much about our cause and supporting our cause. I will tell you that the cost is insanely expensive right now because they had to park their buses because of this ridiculous mess. And obviously they couldn't afford insurance, so they had to stop paying their insurance. I mean, in a right way, they did it. So in order to get the buses running, we scrambled in the last 48 hours, and they were able to get their insurance company to write a 2-day policy for them. That was insanely expensive to do. So that's why the cost of the buses is much higher than normal, but this is how committed everybody is to take a stand and to provide a way for people to get to Sacramento. I know that most flights, if you're buying a ticket right now, the good thing if you're flying though is that airports are completely empty. It's really easy to go through security, but the cheapest ticket I'm seeing from Southern California up is about $200. And then you're gonna have to deal with the Uber to get to the Capitol and the Uber back. Whereas if you ride this nice comfy bus, you can be getting on there for $20, $40 for a family. If you have more money and are able to donate more towards your seat, yes, absolutely, we would take that. So all that to say, you get to ride in luxury, there's bathrooms, and then when you get to the Capitol, we're working to make sure there's some food vendors there for you guys, and there's not much to stress about. You just get to enjoy gathering peaceably with your fellow Californians. For those of you guys who watched and saw and participated on Monday, April 20th, that was an amazing kickoff to what we're doing to get these protests in mass going. And yeah, it was basically a giant 4th of July party, and you guys have been cooped up for too long, and it's time to be back together. But more than anything else, we're taking a huge stand. So will there be things for kids to do? So all of the events that Freedom Angels puts on, they are always family friendly. So feel free to bring your colored markers or board games or jump rope or, whatever that you would kind of want to hang out with your kids with. My kids usually are just self-entertained from the other kids because they've been cooped up, not able to go out really and do their normal stuff and hang out. So, I mean, it's just so fun for the kids to be together and to see each other and make up games themselves together. So yes, family friendly. There will be porta potties. Any other questions we have coming through? Remember, it's tax deductible if you donate. So I will say, if you are paying the $20 or the $40 to be on the bus, that is not tax deductible because the cost is actually more. So it's only if you are physically not getting on the bus and donating that it becomes tax deductible. I'm driving, how close can we get in? Okay, so let's talk about another reason why you want to be on the bus, because you're going to be there at 8 o'clock. The event does not start until high noon, but we have been working every single day, burning the phones and in meetings with local law enforcement. They know that this is going to be a massive, massive turnout of people. So we are working closely with them. As far as the gridlock is going to be concerned, it's going to happen much sooner probably than anybody is prepared for. I know that on the 20th when we were there, I think the gridlock was fully in effect by about 11 o'clock. Because the buses are showing up at 8, likely that means I'll be there at 8. So that means I'll be waking up early from the Bay Area to drive over. But yeah, the event officially kicks off at noon, but we are definitely encouraging you guys to get in as soon as possible. Again, there's tons and tons of parking garages around in the area. I know that last time Stephanie, the gridlock was so much when she got there, and it was at noon last time too, that she parked her car at some place along the road and walked 11 blocks in. So I will say this is, while it's fun and it's a 4th of July party and a way to express ourselves peaceably, it also, it's going to be gritty, and, you have to be prepared and flexible that, yeah, you may have to park out further than you have prepared to if you show up late. And by late, I'm meaning noon. So I just hopped on, so sorry for asking if you already answered, but where can we donate? So the link is being posted, but it's freedomangels.eventsmart.com. We are going to be launching a $3 campaign very soon too. I should be doing that with my fellow Freedom Angels, but I am just like, oh my gosh, I have 24 hours to fund these buses. So I'm like, I can't wait a second. I have to get on. Yeah, I'm sure there's trolls on our page, and so be it. Thank you. You're bumping our algorithm to help people get our message out that there are families that are going to peaceably assemble. We are not scared of you whatsoever. We have worked long and hard with law enforcement to ensure everybody's safety. In addition, we've worked long and hard with many private patriot groups that are going to be doing security for us as well. This is not our first rodeo as Freedom Angels. We've been involved in a lot of major pushback across the nation. So we are well prepared. What would you say to those that want to protest but are afraid of counter protests or worse? Absolutely, that's something we always are thinking about. We live in the day and age where people make bad choices. I can't live my life in fear like that. That's me personally. Maybe I can stand more solid than the average or the other person next to me. I'm just going to shoot you straight, guys. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christ follower. My eternal salvation is secure. I know my hope is eternal, and there's nothing that this world can bring that God is not going to ultimately, save me, whether it's here or in heaven. I'm fine. So that's how I operate. I don't think I could do this without knowing Jesus personally, honestly. That's the hope within me. So as far as for other people that may not know Jesus, come find me. I'll tell you more about Jesus when you're there if you want. And there's many other people that could talk to you as well. So that makes a big difference. And more than ever, we need Christ followers to stand up and be strong and reclaim our victory in Christ. So that's what I would say to that. Any other questions? And obviously we welcome people of all faiths too. This is nonpartisan. It's open for all faiths. I'm just telling you about where I personally stand and how I can stand so confidently and be so public about my stance. So yeah. Anything else as far as questions? Okay, so let's bring this thing up since somebody else is scared of counter protest. I also have seen some stuff floating around where people are worried that May 1st is a communist holiday. Yes, there are horrible things that happen every day, 365 days of the year. Some people are really worried because satanic rituals. Well, again, I'm a Christ follower. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. As a Christian, I am standing solidly on the word of God, and no weapon formed against me is going to prosper. So as far as that, I mean, that's an individual family decision. Every family has to make that decision themselves. I'm not going to bow to that fear about what's being swirled. Jesus came to give life and life more abundantly. The devil seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants to divide us. He wants us petrified in fear. He wants us staying at home. But that's not how I'm choosing to live. And clearly you can tell by everything I've done that I'm not doing that. So we will be there. We were there for gridlock. That was 40-minute gridlock 40-minute gridlock last Monday. Yes, it did. Yeah. So do you think Gavin is closing beaches May 1st because he knows about the protests? Well, of course, Gavin is politicizing everything right now. So, Mr. Newsom, we're, we're not children, we're adults. We are going to exercise our constitutional rights that are given by God, not from you. They do not come from you whatsoever. So, of course, there's a ton of political maneuvering, and until it gets enough intense for him, he's going to continue to act in the manner he's acting in. He knows who we are. He knows us very well. We are Freedom Angels are very well known at the Capitol. So he knows we mean business. Like, mothers are not going to back down. We have not backed down for many years, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. The only thing that is different now that Gavin did by throwing down this ultra I'm a tyrant now is that the men are joining us in droves. The patriot men are standing up with us to protect us and to help us. Can't even tell you how exciting it is, the men that have come around us. So yeah, but very soon, yeah, he's going to be really uncomfortable on Friday. Wherever he is, we know that there's going to be plenty of media there. He's going to know exactly what happened. Remember, guys, too, the Capitol is the highest town square in all the state. So we have constitutional right to be at the highest town square to address our grievances. Yeah, he's a tyrant no matter what. Have you guys noticed, we've been driving up and down the state, so we've really noticed they've changed all the highway signs that say, avoid gatherings, stay home, save lives. Yeah, I'd like to take credit. No, I don't think I personally, well, they did make a sign about us in the California legislature, so maybe I do get credit for that too. No, I would never take that single-handedly. This is all of you guys. This is the people coming together and saying, nope, we're not playing that game anymore. Where is the bus schedule, Santa Barbara? So you would go to our website, freedomangels.eventsmart.com, to look at where all the bus stops are. And then if you have a more specific question, please make sure that you email us, freedomangels@protonmail.com. And in the subject, you need to say urgent buses so that I can find that, because again, I have thousands and thousands of emails to go through. Yeah, bring your noisemakers, absolutely. When it comes to masks and social distancing, you guys are free adults to make free decisions how you want to operate. I will not be wearing a mask. I refuse to wear a mask because I'm not drinking my own carbon dioxide, my own CO2. Absolutely not. The body was meant to inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. I'm not going to be breathing in CO2. So absolutely not. I'm not, but you have to make that personal decision for you and your family. I'm not here to mandate what you do. I'm all about freedom for me, and standing for freedom for everybody. So as far as, yeah, like the media, of course, they're going to twist it. They're going to do whatever they want. It's fine. I don't live in fear of the story that the media is going to spin and write about me. They've already done a lot of lovely things about me. So I've got quite a stack of articles they've written. Okay, so people are maybe a little bit concerned about being pulled over to drive up if they are driving up. Highway Patrol has told us, as long as you guys are obeying the normal traffic laws, like you're not speeding or you're not cutting into other people's lanes or just stopping in the middle of the road, there's no reason whatsoever why CHP would impede on your constitutional right to travel. So can you get arrested for not wearing a mask? As far as I am aware, nobody has been arrested in the state of California whatsoever over a mask. There's no, yeah, I mean, I guess it's always possible that we could be cited. I mean, there's going to be I'm hoping there's at least 10,000 Do you think they really have time to write out 10,000 citations? That's where there's safety in numbers too, guys. I can't guarantee anything. I know that there's always, you know, a little bit of risk involved, but they wouldn't even have the resources to cite 3,000 of us on Monday. So I can't find bus stop for Yorba Linda. I bought bus tickets, no info on there. Yes, so obviously we aren't advertising to the world exactly where everything is, but you're getting a basic idea of where the bus stops are. My angel helper behind the scenes will be contacting you all very soon. Every single person that buys a ticket, she will be reaching out to you to give you those details. Can you be arrested for not social distancing? Again, I've never heard of anybody being arrested for social distancing. We're going to be there in numbers, massive numbers. I've been all over the place. So any other questions? Trying to read past some of the troll comments. Any other questions about the bus? But yeah, I missed the information. I basically was getting on here to say, oh my gosh, guys, we pulled the trigger on buses. We're getting buses to come up. And so in order to make that a possibility, we have 24 hours to get these buses funded and filled, meaning bottoms in the seat. So thank you, just donated for 3 families and 4 singles. Thank you so much. So yeah, you can always do a watch party too to get this out all over the place. We need donations going to freedomangels.eventsmart.com, as well as if you want to purchase a ticket to be on the bus. Yes, again, our work with Freedom Angels, we do not advocate violence or aggressive behavior whatsoever. The bus driver is very aware of that too, and the other families that are on there. And when we get to the Capitol, it's the same thing. We are peaceably assembling. Law enforcement has made it crystal clear to us that their number one job is to keep it peaceful as well. So as long as everybody is being peaceful, we're fine. And if for some reason some person makes a bad decision and chooses not to be peaceful, then yes, I do think that person would be cited and or arrested. So the cops aren't going to just sit back and be like, we're not doing anything if you're not being peaceful. So let me make that crystal clear. Any other questions? Let's see, a few more. Thank you so much for the donations. Every little bit helps, guys. There's a link in there for $3. Again, we're gonna probably tomorrow get on and start our $3 campaign. So it's amazing. You know, one of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of the little boy who gave his lunch to feed the multitudes. And it was just a few fish and a few loaves of bread. And the average person would say, what good is that when there's thousands to feed? But that little boy in faith gave the little bit that he had, and Jesus blessed it and multiplied it, and thousands and thousands and thousands were fed, men, women, and children, and there was leftovers. So we believe in a God of abundance and a God that sees and knows and hears and cares for every single one of us. Okay, so someone's posting a link. I don't know much about that, but you know, it's free speech. As long, Freedom Angels is fine, free speech, as long as it is not advocating violence or destruction. Post away. And as far as your signs and stuff and what to wear on Friday, I mean, I would come dressed in layers because it could be hot, could be cold, meaning that temperature fluctuates a little bit depending on how long you're there. We obviously really like red, white, and blue, and we encourage that, but wear what you want, as long as, again, it's not, you know, keep it appropriate there. It's a family-friendly event, so please be mindful that there are children there. As far as what to wear, as far as your signs, I have to say, you know, we've been up and down the state at protests. The signs are amazing that you guys bring, and your signs will fit on the bus too. A lot of those should have no problem fitting on the bus. So again, this is freedom to express however you choose to express, as long as it's not violent or vulgar, because this is a family-friendly event. So the organic nature of this is what this is. This is a people's movement. This is not one organization controlling everything. So any other questions? I'll give a few more minutes. I realize there's a delay because I'm doing this on Zoom to record it, but I have been going for 30 minutes and most people don't like to watch YouTubes that are longer than 30 minutes. I barely can go past 10. So I think I'm going to sign off for now. Again, this was getting on to say we have 24 hours to fill buses through getting people's seats on the bus or donating through our link freedomangels.eventsmart.com. Parking again at the Capitol, just Google, there are tons and tons of parking garages around the Capitol as far as food. Nearly all restaurants are shut down. There's a couple, Labu, is that how you say it? That one is open, a sandwich shop. But we've asked some food vendors, some food trucks to come. They're allowed to be out and about. So we've asked them to come as far as food. And then we are gonna have porta potties there. Enacting martial law. I mean, I can't read Gavin's mind, but that would not be very smart in my opinion. Yeah, so, and Labu does have bathrooms too. I mean, I think they're gonna keep them open. The parking garage right above Labu is nice too. That's one of my favorite ones, but I think these are gonna fill up. As far as hotels, again, there's lots of hotels around in the area if you're deciding to spend the night. How will people who want to go know that sponsorship is a thing? Well, I'm going to tell you this, that everybody does have to donate something, even a small amount to get on the bus. There is no true free seat. The seats actually cost closer to $150 a seat. So by us saying $20 a seat, we're severely or significantly underwriting that for you. So, but everybody, something should be able to contribute something to get on that bus. But you can email us freedomangels@protonmail.com to and make sure in the subject you talk about sponsorship. But we want everybody to try and give something. We've noticed that in the past when there's been free seats, it's really easy for the person to just not show up whatsoever. And yes, we're talking about the reason that the seats are a lot higher than normal is because of this COVID and the buses needing extra insurance that they weren't prepared for to do. Do they think the cops will be citing people there? Everything we hear from law enforcement, absolutely not. If you are being peaceful, if you are choosing to not be peaceful, then the cops will take action. Law enforcement will take action. So again, yes, even $3, absolutely. So I think everybody hopefully has at least $3 that they could spare. Okay, I'm now getting really tired, so I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you so much, please share this. I know the rest of my Freedom Angels co-founders we're gonna be getting on and definitely talking about this again tomorrow because we gotta get these buses funded, 24 hours, major gauntlet, but we're up for the challenge. Okay, talk to you guys later, good night.